Hello and welcome back. And in this video, we're going to be creating our add functionality. So basically, when you click on this plus button, we should be able to present add screen and add new birthday screen, and then you can add birthday and save it. And as soon as you actually get back to your list view, you should have some birthdays added there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna create its view model, and this time view model is gonna be very simple actually. So let's go ahead and select Swift file, and Swift file is gonna be named as add new view model. Okay, all right, and this is going to import SwiftUI, although we don't need it probably, but just add it. Add new birthday. View model, and this is going to have one function. That function is going to handle the save birthday uh, functionality. It's going to expect a birthday, right, of birthday view model type, and it's simply going to call data manager and tell it to save a birthday. Like that. Okay, so that's it for this view model. For the view, it's going to be basically a SwiftUI view. So let's go ahead and create a SwiftUI view. Okay, and what we're going to do basically, um, we are going to start off with a couple of bindings. So basically, first we're going to create a binding for presented. Um, so whenever this view is presented, when you tap on this, we're going to actually pass this this add new presented into a binding parameter, and in order to dismiss your modal or sheet, we're gonna just toggle it to false. That's actually gonna dismiss this sheet. Okay, so for that we're gonna need binding, so we're gonna simply say binding of type bool, so add new presented. Okay, now here's something that is actually a good practice within SwiftUI, and this one is so we can actually here we can say dot constant true. Okay, um, here's a good practice. So whenever you have a form kind of functionality where you're asking user to save something, in those cases, you don't want to save stuff into your data model or into your view model until user has actually committed to it. So until user has said, like, yes, press the save button, so I'm actually committing to it, so I want to save this stuff. That way you can apply all the validation and stuff right there on that temporary object. In order to handle that, you can create another class of type observable, and then observe that object to basically changes when user is inserting their input, and then when they're ready to save, take that object and move it into the permanent location where you want to actually persist it. So how would we handle that? It's very simple. Simply create a class, and we're gonna call this one add new birthday data, and we're gonna say observable object. It's gonna have two published properties: name, which is gonna be of type string, and date, which is gonna be default to current date. Okay, now we're gonna observe this object like that. Okay, we're also gonna need handle to our view model. So private let view model, the view model that we just created, add new birthday view model. Okay, and now onto the body. So let's go ahead and create create the body. Let's get started with v stack, then h stack. H stack is gonna have text in it. Font is gonna be title. Okay, let me try running the canvas. I know it's gonna actually go crazy, but let's try it so you guys can see while we are building it. Okay, let's give it a minute. And there goes the fan. I don't know if you can hear, but my computer's fan is going crazy. Anyways, I'll give it a minute and see if it comes up. If it doesn't, then I'm just gonna close it. So it takes a bit a lot to get the canvas going sometimes, and computer has to do a lot of work. Okay, all right, I'm gonna give it up. All right, what can we do? We can actually go into our list, and when we are actually presenting the add new, we can actually this sheet right here. Okay, and so what we are doing is we're saying add new presenter toggle sheet, add new sheet here. So I think this is the place where we're gonna say add new birthday view. Okay, and this takes add new and add new data. So we need the first one. Okay, and we can simply say self dot add new presented, and on disappear we're gonna say that we want to call refresh data. Okay, let's go ahead and try to run it and see if there's any potential issues while clicking on it. Nope. Okay, that's perfect. All right, so at least our add new birthday is showing up. That's actually good. Okay, so going back to the view for this one, let's do it fast. So text field, you already know what's going on here, so you don't have to enter name. I have to stop and discuss. Okay, dollar name or new data dot name dot text field style padding foreground color dot black, like so. Okay, control A, command A, control I to format, and then onto our VStack, and VStack is gonna have a text. This text is gonna be reading date of birth. We're gonna give it a width. Let's give it a max width. Max width of infinity. Max height of 40. And background. Okay, background is going to be a rectangle with fill color dot red. Okay. Once again, Command A, Control I, and I'm going to run this time. Okay, perfect. Moving forward, we're going to add a date picker. So this is where we are building our calendar kind of a look. New data.date. We need in as well. So in, if you want to go from beginning of time, wherever the calendar can start, to today. We don't want to put like birthdays or date selection for the future. So that's what I'm saying. Start with nothing dot today's date. So that's gonna actually create a date picker up till today. So dates cannot be selected in future. Okay. Well, if you want to have your calendar select future date, then please feel free to do that. But in our case, that's not applicable. We're gonna hide the label, so we're gonna say labels hidden. Let's go ahead and run it one more time. And perfect. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna clip shape. Okay, and we're gonna say rounded rectangle with corner radius is gonna be 20, and background is going to be rounded rectangle with corner radius 20 dot fill is going to be color dot white. We're gonna have some padding, and we're gonna have shadow of radius 5. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and try this one now. There we go. That's the calendar look that I was looking for. And then we're gonna have basically our H stack. So H stack, and this H stack is gonna have spacing of 30 points. There is gonna be a button, and this button is gonna take an action, which is gonna be self dot add new presented dot toggle. Okay, and basically for the view, it's gonna simply say text cancel dot bold. Gonna add some padding, and background as rounded rectangle with corner radius to be 10, and we're gonna fill this with color dot gray. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this one, and I'm gonna create save button as well. Okay, and save button is gonna call a function. All right, so we're gonna simply say self dot add new. There's no toggle needed here. We don't want to call toggle, and this is gonna be save. The background is gonna be purple. Okay, so with that, we have our cancel and save buttons. Okay, and then we can have our spacer. Now let's give these guys a foreground color of white, so labels start looking white. There we go. That's perfect. And um, and basically you're gonna give some padding. Okay, got some padding, and you're gonna give some padding to the top as well, about 50 points. If we're gonna say background, it's gonna be a linear gradient. Okay, and this is going to have a gradient with colors, and we're gonna choose color dot purple, color dot blue. Starting point is gonna be leading, ending point is gonna be trailing. Okay, and on tap gesture, basically this is where we wanna dismiss the keyboard when we're gonna show the keyboard when you actually type. So if you tap anywhere, you are not able to basically dismiss this, so you will not be able to see. So you can dismiss like your view and then make keyboard disappear, but that's not the good user experience. So what we can do is we can simply create a do we have a utils? Yeah, we have a utils. Okay, so let's create a utility here, and we're gonna call this utility dismiss keyboard helper. Okay, dismiss keyboard helper. All right, and this dismiss keyboard helper is going to have it's going to be a class. First of all, it's going to be importing UI kit. It's going to be a class dismiss keyboard helper, and this is going to have a static function which is going to dismiss. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to get the key window. And how we're going to get key window? Basically UI application dot shared dot connected scenes. Okay, and we are going to say dot filter, and we're going to filter the active state. So we're going to say we need active state, foreground active. So that's how we get, like, whichever scene is active at the foreground. Let me wrap this into a next line, and then we want to map this and transform this. So basically we're going to say $0 as UI window scene. Okay, you're going to get that, and then we're going to say compact map, and for compact map we're going to take the first parameter, there is, and we're going to say first dot windows. Okay, and we're going to filter it again, and we're going to say for the filtering condition, we're going to say is key window. So we want is key window. Okay, we want to filter that, and we want to say first item for that one as well. All right, so this is going to give us a key window, right? And we're going to simply say key window dot end editing true. All right, with that we are simply going to go back into our on tap, and we're going to say dismiss keyboard helper dot dismiss, like so. So if I run this, you're gonna notice that we have the dismiss functionality like that. See, you tap anywhere and you can basically dismiss your keyboard. That's perfect. That's the functionality that we want. Now on to the last thing. We are going to say let birthday is equal to birthday view model. All right, and we're gonna take UUID. So UID is basically UUID that we're gonna initialize with, and new data dot name and new data dot date. So we are certain that we are going to save this data now. So that's why we are actually accessing new data and moving it into a persistent store. And we're going to say view model dot save birthday, and we want to take this birthday object that we have created and supply that. And here we're going to say add new presented dot toggle, basically to dismiss the dialog, the sheet that we have. Let's add Adam. Okay, select a date for him and save, and there we go. We have Adam, and we have some calculation problem here. So let's go ahead and take a look what we have going on here. So this is our list view model, where we are calculating the remaining days, because that's way too many remaining days. So gonna say birthday view model. So let's take a look. All right, so first thing is we get our date. Okay, we don't need this one. Okay, all right, so there's one step that we have missed. So we do need this guy right here, because we want to say next birthday component dot year, right, is equal to today component dot year, right? Because we want to change that, so we can say that, hey, the birthday is for temporarily the birthday year, make it same as today's year. That way we can actually add one more year to it to compute how many days there are in his birthday. So as you can see, June 25th, we have 364 days left. Okay, for his birthday. Okay, for his next birthday. All right, and we can actually add another one, and now we need actually a way to update this. So in the next video we're going to talk about updating basically cells for birthdays. Okay, so that's for next video, and I'll see you there. Thank you.